I'm Elaine Sims. I'm at the Emily Hunley Library here on St. Catherine's College campus. I have with me today Stacy Garrett. She is the Assistant Director of Admissions here at St. Catherine's College. We're going to have several things to talk about, but first, Stacy, I want to say welcome.
Thank you.
Would you give our audience a little bit of your background, please?
Sure. I'm actually from Lebanon. I grew up in Marion County. Went to high school in Marion County. I have my associate's degree and now my bachelor's degree from St. Catherine. I started working here in 2009 as an administrative assistant, and I've worked myself up to assistant director this past November.
Wow. Did you think you'd work here when you graduate? I mean, did you hope to work here, or how did that happen?
Actually, working here just kind of fell in my lap. I was working at the high school in Lebanon. And the job came open, and I received my associate's degree in 2002, and I just completed my bachelor's in 2013.
What was that in?
Management.
Management.
Mm-hmm.
Management.
Yeah. So I had never even thought about working here until I come back to school. Yeah. And it's just a good place.
So you're working in admissions now. Did you start out working in admissions?
I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Who was here then?
Tony Wiley was the director when I started.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize you were a Marion County girl.
Uh-huh.
What was
I was a Smothers.
Smothers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sure. Okay. Sure. I'm a Marion County girl. As assistant director of admissions, besides taking people's applicants, what else do you, applications? What else do you do?
I support our director. She actually was on maternity leave in December and January, so I took over her duties, help manage the counselors, make sure everybody's on the right spot, help recruit students, bring them to campus, set up campus visits. We work, well with all the other staff, financial aid, business office, registrar. We kind of just work with everyone on campus.
How do you do recruitment? Do you go into the schools? Or?
I myself do not. Our counselors do. We have 2 traditional counselors and 1 transfer and adult counselor.
Okay.
So they'll go in the high schools. They'll go into the area technical centers.
Who are the counselors?
We have Nick Patterson.
Nick Patterson.
He is a graduate of St. Catherine as well. Ashley Dudgeon, and they're our traditional counselors. And then Patrick Morgan is our transfer and adult counselor. He's really new. He actually just started a few weeks ago.
Nick is a graduate of St. Catherine's.
Yes.
The other 2?
No, the other 2 are not.
Well, and we hear this story and over when I do these interviews. A lot of the people that have gone to school here get to come back here and work.
Absolutely.
And if you're, especially from the Tri-County area where it's easy, to get here. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. We're on March the 14th, Saturday, March the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, I believe, from
2
tomorrow.
weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Friday. There's a preview day.
Yes.
And I've seen students before being led through the campus when I was here, I guess at the chapel at church or something.
Uh-huh.
So they get to see number one, how do you recruit people to come to that? And then what do you all do?
What we do is we send out postcards. We have sent out approximately 1,800 postcards.
Oh, wow.
We'll send them to primarily juniors and seniors, but anyone is welcome to come. When our students meet with students or they come in and inquire or anything, we'll send it to them. We'll invite them to come on our campus because we love to show our campus off. We have a beautiful campus, and we love to get people here to show them that, because I think they don't understand, kind of what we have in the small town. So we invite them to come. We don't have 1,800 people to come, but we like to get as many as possible. We bring them onto campus. We have a welcome in Pettis Auditorium. And usually the president or the provost will speak to them. We have, different people speak to them. They'll get a tour of the campus. They'll have some staff members go with them, as well as some student ambassadors to show them around campus. And then we'll have an academic showcase to show our academic programs. We'll have faculty here, and they'll have a room set up to show off their programs, and they can ask questions.
And this is spread throughout the campus.
Actually, the majority of it will take place in Hamilton, in the Hamilton building.
Okay.
So we'll be over there most of the day, and then Once they go through the
have lunch.
yes, they have the option of lunch, and then there's a baseball game that day that they can go to free, free admission to the baseball game if they choose to go.
I hope it warms up.
I know. We're hoping for sun and warm weather, so
it's
we'll
14
see.
this morning, and I think they said the average for this time of year is like 50, which I was a little bit surprised.
Yeah.
Well, I think since the college, of course, it's beautiful to ride by, and people that are not from here, when I see people or we have people come in from out of town, they say, wow, it's just. But now that we're nestled kind of back in this corner, and the access is not as you're not going right down the front road. I think people sometimes are a little hesitant to come on campus because it does look a little more, compact.
Right.
And I think, we stress this over and over in the show. If you want to come in,
absolutely,
and for any reason, and just introduce yourself. Go wherever you are and introduce yourself, and just tell people and they'll know who to get in touch with.
Right. Absolutely. We welcome anybody.
If someone can't make it that day, what do they?
They can also schedule individual visits. Give us a call. We'll schedule it. We like to have an appointment just because we like to try to make sure we have a student ambassador to take you on the tour, because sometimes students feel more comfortable asking questions to a student as opposed to a staff member. We also try to, if they're interested in a certain program, get a faculty member to meet with them that day as well. If they're interested in athletics, we'll try to get that coach that day to meet with them as well, so they'll get the full picture of what they're looking at. And
will they meet some of the administrative staff that day?
For the preview day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They will meet.
Jeremy Pittman will be here. He's our Vice President for Financial Aid and Enrollment. Dr. Nadinger is our provost. She will be here.
And something I've never asked is there an admission fee? When people apply for St. Catherine's, do they pay a fee?
The application fee, there is no longer an application fee.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so they can apply online. They can send us an application. They can print it off our website and fill it in, and send it in, or we can mail them one, however they feel comfortable doing it. But there is an online application that they can
do their parents come with them?
They do. We welcome them to do, because
Sure.
they'll ask questions that sometimes the student don't ask, and the student may be more worried about the college life, and the parent may be more about the financial part of it.
That's right.
So we encourage them to come in so they'll get the full picture and understand what they're looking at.
Okay. So there's other Saturday visits until the end of the school year?
We have some, yes. We have Monday through Friday visits every week. We have Saturday visits spread out. March will be, our March preview day is the last one for this academic year.
Okay.
Because this summer we'll be doing mainly registrations, and we have some on the weekends. And then our Saturday visits will start back up in September, I believe. And we do one a month in September, October, then we have a preview day in November again.
What if someone decided maybe this summer that they would be interested in coming on campus in the fall as a student? What
Sure.
would they do?
They could give us a call. We could bring them on campus, talk to them. We don't have a deadline date to apply for the fall.
Okay.
So they can still apply this summer, get us, their transcripts, test scores, things like that, and then we'll work with them so they can get started in the fall.
Well, and I think this issue of financial aid is something that definitely the parents want to be involved in.
Absolutely.
And many times the students do pay back their own financial aid, and
Right.
it takes many years for some. But I mean, it's definitely an issue where sometimes I think when I was in school, I always thought financial aid means you got it for free.
Right.
But school was a whole lot different then.
Right.
It was a long time ago. It was 50
Right.
years ago. But I think it's very important for if the parents think that their student is really interested in St. Catherine's, if they don't come with their student that day, they need to make an appointment.
Absolutely.
And talk to Jeremy about financial aid.
Absolutely.
And have some kind of a ballpark figure of their long-range goals, how to set those,
Right.
how long it's going to, you want to take to pay it back, and so forth.
Absolutely.
Because I think a student loan, I assume it's still the same. You cannot be excused for a student loan, right?
That's my understanding as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think even through bankruptcy
Right.
court, you are not excused from a student.
Right.
I know that because my son's a bankruptcy attorney. Anything else we want to cover on this? What if I don't think it'll be in climate weather, but we've had it in March before. I guess if something happened, there would be something on the radio, but I mean, that's only 2 weeks away.
Yes. If for some reason, if we have another storm like we had last week, we would definitely, we have people that sign up for this. So we
Okay,
have contact information. So we would definitely contact those people that have signed up, you know, if for some reason we couldn't have it due to the weather. And then there would be announcements on our website and the radio and all sorts of media outlets.
You know, we do have a lot of student athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they encouraged to come to this, or are they recruited in other ways?
Yes, they're encouraged to come to this as
Okay.
well. I believe we have a couple of baseball players that will be here that day, and they're wanting to come to the game that
Okay,
afternoon. So,
okay.
so they're going to do that. Other coaches have asked their players to come, you know, to see the campus, to kind of get this view of it, and then they'll meet with them as well.
But on that day, I mean, as far as if someone thought that they might want to apply for, you know, to be on a team, I mean, I might be stretching it here, but if they feel like that maybe they qualify for a partial scholarship or something, will the coaches will they look at those people closer if they have not?
I'm not sure exactly how they
Sure,
do that, but
yeah.
we definitely will try to hook them up with their coach
Okay,
to let
good,
them to talk to them.
good,
And if
okay.
if the coach isn't there for some reason, we take their information, we get that to the coach, and the coach will follow up with them.
You know, like the basketball teams have walk-ons,
Right.
so maybe somebody
Right.
wants to be a walk-on.
Right.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of?
I think that's it.
Okay.
People can sign up online. They go to our website under the admissions tab, Saturday visits and preview days, and they can kind of get an overview of the day. It's from 9 to 1, and then the baseball game is at 1, which if they want to go to that.
Now,
they're
is
free
there
to go.
lunch included with this?
Lunch is included. It's optional for them. If they want, we'll finish up the day, and then they will get the option of having lunch, or they can leave, or
so
whatever
they
they
can
want
eat
to
it
do.
if they want to.
Absolutely.
Okay, and it'll be free.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here. It's nice to
Thank
meet
you. Right.
Well, you were delightful to have. You did a great
Thank you.
job. And,
Thank
you know,
you.
good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Okay.